stock scooters race. Scooters, I think I can hear them already lined up on the grid. Bantams and single 350s already backing off track. Some with petrol, some without. And vehicles already making their way out of the circuit. Those that are finished for the day making their way home. We're second to last race, so we're still here. The average 4-hour journey home between us. Some a lot more, some a bit less. But it's been an absolutely fantastic weekend. The weather's been amazing, the racing's been great, atmosphere's been good. BHR have been a great host as per usual. Circuit staff all spot on. Aidy's kept the medical centre busy all by himself. Said in the last one he's not out now, he's packed up for the day. So they come round on the final warm-up up for the weekend. Dave Bristow, Jim McNally, Scott Thompson, 3 of the best currently. We've already made a start, packing up, so we can try and get away as soon as we're done. The levers are all packed and done, just the bikes to go in once we're finished. But we'll all be sadding away that the weekend's over. It's been such a good one. I'm not looking forward to the old work on Monday. Some of the sensible people up here have had the day off. Wishing I had 2 now. Hi Gav, nice to see you on. I'll make sure you don't miss anything. So the scooter's back now onto the grid, lining up for the start. Just cooling back down again a bit now. It's been muggy while we've been packing away. There's a little thin layer of cloud just giving us a little bit of shelter from the sun. But I'm definitely a redneck this weekend. Put my shorts on today. I've also got what we used to be able to call crab sticks, which are now called ocean stick legs. Pink on the front, white on the back. And they're away. Like Dave Bristow's got the whole shot followed by Simon Palmer. And I think it's Scott Keith. Is that Keith Terry ripping through the pack there? I think it is. So Dave just going Spitfires out of view until they come up to Selwyn's. First to the left-handers. The next one being Centre S's. Dave's off and away already. Thinks he's on the way home. We've got a live airfield just the other side. Still an airfield circuit. So they're all safely and away first through the first few corners down to Brooklands hairpin. Down the back straight. See a bit more now. The straight coming down towards Honda. Dave's gone. And Scott, I think, then Simon Palmer. Simon going really well in this one already. Jimmy a bit further back. Don't expect him to stay there for long. So Dave's off and away. Lap 1. And he's already in a great position. Probably have a look at some point and be able to take the pressure off himself now. He doesn't have to push too hard. Just keep his lines nice and smooth, nice and neat. Can't roll off too much because they keeping the scooter under power keeps the tyres in contact and in grip with the track. You don't want to roll off too much. I don't know what's happened there. Number 77, Rod Shipley. fellow Burton-on-Trent dweller. I can hear Dave's round Honda and already done the start-finish straight already. There he is, coming down to Hatchett's hairpin. And it looks like Scott, is that Scott in second place overall? It looks like it. So first in production is in second place overall by the looks of it. As Dave comes hooning round Selwyn's. And himself and John both had a little talking to by Clark of the course. Apparently we have to forget anything we've seen on motorbike racing on the telly. The solid white line around the track is the track limit, and the red and white curbs are outside that line and not part of the track to be used when racing. So the word's been passed around everybody. John's not out again to test it, but Dave will be trying to stay on the black stuff this time. There's Joe Palmer going through behind Cale, I think it is. We'll talk about how well he's doing after what I did to him last time. He went straight on into the grass, but he's got his exhaust fixed. He's okay, and it's good to see him back out for the last race of the day. And see how he gets on in this one. So Dave into Spitfires as second place. Scott Thompson comes down into Hatchett's, and it's Simon Palmer. It's very spread out this one. We've got any battles further back. It looks like Keith Terry's hunting down. Oh, that could be interesting, because Keith Terry and Damon Yates both on Group 4. So it'll be interesting to see if Keith can get his teeth into Damon. That's Graham Tatton coming round the outside, knee skimming the surface, nearly ran out of room. Tucked in behind Keith, it's John Holt. So John Holt and Graham Tatton will be fighting for second place in production. Jimmy's back up to speed by the look of it now, but the race has kind of got away from him already. Hale's hunting down Joe. He's right on him. To go down, it looks like into Ollie's. He's took the inside line and got in front of Joe. But Joe's got better drive. They're alongside each other. No, Cale's just managed to keep hold of it. The Hornet Hoonigan. Caught the little dip on that dark patch of tarmac on the inside there, took him into a bit of a wiggle, but he's all good. You see how Scott avoids that bit, goes round, takes a wider sweeping line. Good solid ride from Simon Palmer again. So he'll be seconded for him. Damon looks like he's broke away from Keith on the black number 23 there. Try and maintain 4 out of 4 in his Group 4. John Holt on his production bike is worrying Keith though, nevertheless. Albeit different class. John's had a good solid weekend. He's had 3 second places so far in production. Cale's now starting to stretch away a little bit from Joe. So 2 first places in this one. For 4E in production, somewhat way ahead of everybody else, and running in first and second. They took a bit of a wider line to avoid that bump that time. Here's your first in production, Scott Thompson. Presuming it was a tarmac repair that didn't quite go off before cars and stuff were braking, going around there and just created a little bump in the tarmac. Graham's chasing down Damon. Again, production against Group 4 in this case, but nevertheless, the man in front's always the one you want to get past. John's right on the tail of Keith Terry. He's looking to see if there's a way through into Ollie's, but no. Jimmy's now caught up with him, gone past John. Looking to do the same, go around the outside of Keith into Brooklyn's hairpin. And that's Gary Smith and Dave Candace gone through. And Cale and Joe Palmer. Dave's already back with us. That was a smoother, better line through there for Dave. Didn't settle the bike at all that time. Scott will hit that same line he does every single time. He's a little bit wider maybe. But avoiding all that stuff that unsettles the bike. Feels really spread out. Like I said, not a lot of close racing. Graham proper trying to chase down Damon, but Damon's obviously got the Group 4 motor with a bit more power. Jimmy's ahead of this one. This is your closest battle of John Holt and Tim Simpson and Keith Terry. I think John and Tim will be looking at second place in production. Gary Smith comes through. It was a good weekend for Gary. Solid finishes, not too many mechanical woes. Been riding well. Waited till he was after the grass section there before cursing him. Dave goes round the outside. Will be enough room. Yeah, he's up the inside of Cale into Ollie's. Off and away. Scott comes through. So, next production machines to come through. Simon Palmer on his 4E goes through. Is Graham Tatton. So Graham Tatton looking to get second place in production. It'll be a third for John this time instead of second. Keith tight on that corner there. He just gave John the run on him down to Ollie's. He's looking to go around the outside of him. Try and get better drive down to Brooklyn's chicane, but not that time. Keith's got faster through there. It was one of the bits he was slower on yesterday, but he seems to have found his rhythm through that section now. Dave's away past Gary Smith and Dave Can for another lap. Joe Palmer looks like he's not giving up on taking that place back from Cale either. Scott comes through, hanging off that machine, giving it the full beans. So that's Simon Palmer, second in 4E. It's a great ride from Simon. And we've got first in Group 4, Damon Yates on the Wilkinson Racing Group 4. And the DSC machine, production machine of Graham Tatton, in second in production. John's still desperately trying to get past Keith, and Tim Simpson's able to keep with him. Just holding John up a little bit. I'm pretty sure John's got a little bit more speed from what I've seen the rest of the weekend, but Keith's always on the right line. You've got to find an offline way to get past him if you're going to get past him. Dave through again, singing along. Little first in production, Cale and Joe. Cale just stretched a little, couple of extra bike lengths on Joe on that lap. Simon Palmer, Hans Union. I'd like to see a father and son team. Damon's still being able to maintain that gap over Graham, but Jim is now up to full speed and catching the pair of them. Neither of them in his class, and John's got through on Keith now. Let's see if he stretches away now. He's got clear track in front of him. Tim Simpson's trying to do the same and follow him. Rod on his 4E machine, prepared up at JG Scooters for him. And that's it, that's a win for Dave Bristow. So that's 4 out of 4 for Dave in stock scooters in 4E. Great results, great riding, awesome little machine. And then we have Scott Thompson, 4 out of 4 in production. Great riding by him too. It's only a matter of time before he'll step up a class, no doubt. Great riding from Scott as always. Gary, Cappy. Joe happened to get round and finish that last race, well chuffed with himself, as he should be. Came in front of the Kale, so I don't know whether he actually managed to get him on that last lap. As the rest of them peel in now, that'll be me done for this one. Next one will be Darley Moor in about 4 weeks' time. Nice home circuit for me. Half hour up the road. So we look forward to some of you joining us if possible. We are in the Midlands, so it gives us a bit closer to most people. We don't clash with too many other things. Hopefully we'll see some of you trackside, and those of you that can't make it, I'll be here to provide the coverage and live feeds for you so you don't miss out on anything. Thanks for joining us all weekend. See you soon.